Namaste students. Let us discuss about the concept of trade discount and cash discount today. You might have learned or you might have understood these terms in the chapter number 2, that is basic accounting terms. So let us recapitulate their meaning once in brief. See, trade discount and cash discount is always given by the seller, right? If you are selling goods to somebody, then you are the seller, then you can give trade and cash discount. If you are purchasing goods from a person, then the other person is a seller and he or she will give you trade discount or cash discount. Now we need to understand their accounting treatment. See, trade discount is given to all the customer, my students. Like if 10 customers are approaching me, or if 10 customers are coming to my shop for buying some goods and services, then without any biasness, I am going to give trade discount to each and everyone. It means that trade discount is always given to enhance the sales. If I want to increase the sales of my company, I can give an offer that whosoever come and buy goods from me, I'll give 5% discount to that person. It means trade discount is given to enhance the sales. And secondly, trade discount is such a discount which cannot be recorded in the books of accounts. It means you have to pass all the journal entries after the treatment of trade discount. You are not going to show the treatment of trade discount in the books of accounts. Now come to cash discount. Cash discount is given to selected customers. How? Like suppose if I have given a condition that you all are buying goods from me, fine, I can give you discount. That is trade discount. Now I have put a condition that whosoever will make payment to me within 3 days, or whosoever will make payment to me within 4 days, I'll give some additional discount to that person. It means this additional discount which I am giving to my customers so that they can give me payment on time, or just for the lieu of because उन्हें ये discount चाहिए होगा, just it's a kind of motivation given to them that they know that if they are going to give payment to me within 2 or 3 days, additional 2% discount will be given to them. So this additional discount which we give only to those customers who are going to give payment to us within a stipulated time, that discount is known as cash discount. So cash discount is given so that we can take fast payments from our customers. And trade discount is given to all the customers so that we can increase our sales. So I hope the meaning of trade and cash is clear. Trade discount is not shown in the books, but we have to show cash discount. Now let us start with the first transaction. Purchase goods from Ram rupees 40,000 at 10% trade discount. Fine. Now we are purchasing goods from Ram at 10% trade discount. It means first of all for cash word is not given. So this is a credit purchase. So in this case entry will be purchases account debit. Because goods are coming into the business, so debit what comes in. And instead of the word goods, we have to use the word purchases when we are purchasing them. And as the goods I have been purchased on credit, so Ram becomes my creditor. He is the giver of the goods. And as per the rule of personal accounts, we have to credit. So purchases to Ram. Now, but the Ram has, like we have purchased goods from Ram at 10% trade discount. It means Ram has given us 10% trade discount. Now, as it is trade discount, so it will not be shown in the books of accounts. So what we have to do? 40,000, 10%. Just take out 10% of 40,000. It is 4,000. It means Ram has given us a discount of 4,000. So we are going to pass the entry with just rupees 36,000. 40,000 minus the discount of 4,000 which we have got. So that is 36,000. We are not going to record this 4,000 anywhere. We'll not record it. Why? Because it is a trade discount. Directly we have to pass the entry after subtracting the amount of trade discount from the amount of goods purchased. So purchases to Ram 36,000, 36,000. No entry, like will not pass the entry with this rupees 40,000 because we have got a discount of 10%. Now Return goods to Ram. Now what are we doing? We are returning goods to Ram. So in that case, Ram becomes the receiver. Debit the receiver. If we are returning goods to Ram, what goes out of the business? Goods goes out of the business. When we purchase goods, we use the word purchases. So when are we going to return these goods? We have to use the word purchase, return. Now note down one more thing, students. If you have purchased goods on discount, on which discount? Trade discount. Then return will also be on trade discount only. Means purchase भी ट्रेड डिस्काउंट पर है तो आप जो गुड्स रिटर्न करेंगे those goods will be returned only after charging trade discount only. So you have returned goods of rupees 1000. So 1000, 10% is 100. It means discount of 100 you have got. So you are going to show here 900. Please just make a note, pen down it, that if you are purchasing goods after charging trade discount, then return will also be after charging trade discount only, and we are not going to show this calculation also given. We are not going to show this calculation. This everything we have to do in rough. We are not going to show this calculation. Now check. 36,000, like you have purchased goods for 36,000. Goods of rupees 9,000 you have returned. Fine. Goods of rupees 36,000 you have purchased. Goods of rupees 9,000 you have returned. Now you have to make payment of 35,100 to Ram. But what is given? Paid cash to Ram after charging 2% cash discount. It means Ram has given us a cash discount of rupees 2%. Now as it is a cash discount, so it will be shown in the books of accounts. So what will you do? You will take out 2% of this. And 2% of this amount will be 702. It means Ram has given you an additional discount of 702. So what entry you are going to pass? As you are making payment to Ram, Ram becomes the receiver. Actual cash goes out, and now Ram has given you some discount also. Discount of rupees 702. This discount is an income for you. So write here 2 discount. Make 2 columns here, debit and credit, so that you can understand. Actual cash, you have to make payment of 35,100 to Ram. So write 35,100 in debit column. Then Ram has given you a discount of 702, which is an income for you. So this discount should be credited. So now tell me how much actual cash goes out. Actual cash goes out is 34,398. Fine. And how did I come to this amount? 35,000 minus 702 is 34,398. So this is the actual amount of cash that goes out of the firm. So it should always be on credit side. I hope this thing is clear here. I repeat once. You purchase goods from Ram at 10% trade discount. Write the amount directly after charging trade discount. Don't show it. Then return goods to Ram. If purchase is on trade discount, then return should also be on trade discount. Then you have paid cash to Ram. So Ram will be debited to cash to discount. Ram becomes the receiver. Debit the receiver. And then cash goes out. Credit what goes out. Discount you have received becomes an income for you. Now come to the next point. Next is sold goods to Ram rupees 1 lakh at 15% trade discount. Now you are selling goods to Ram, no? So Ram becomes the receiver because nothing is mentioned that is it a cash sale or a credit sale. So Ram becomes the receiver to sales account. Fine. Now trade discount you don't have to show in the books. So 15% of 1 lakh is 15,000. Subtract 15,000 from 1 lakh. You will be left with rupees 85,000. Then Ram returned goods rupees 4,000. Now we have sold goods to Ram. Ram returned goods to us. Fine. So in that case, goods are coming into the business. So you have to use the word sales return because initially we have sold these goods. Fine. And now we are getting the return. So use the word sales return. So sales return account debited to Ram, as Ram is the giver. Now again the logic will remain same. When we sold goods to Ram, we gave him trade discount. Now again trade discount we have to charge. 15% of 4,000 is, tell me how much? 15% of 4,000 is 600. So subtract here, it will be 3,400. Check, is it clear to you or not? Check everybody. Now see. Let me just make a small box here to make you understand. We sold goods of rupees 85,000 to Ram, correct? Then Ram returned goods of rupees 34,100 to us, correct? So now how much amount actually we have to receive from him? 81,600. Now this is the net amount which Ram has to pay to us, got it? Now read the next line. Received cash from him after charging 5% cash discount. Now Ram has to give 81,600 to us and we have given 5% cash discount to him. Now cash discount we have to show in the books. So first of all take out the amount of discount. Take out 5% of this. 5% of this is 4080. Clear? See how I have calculated this amount. Goods sold for rupees 85,000. 3,400 he returned to us. Now goods of rupees 81,600 are with him. So obviously he is going to pay rupees 81,600 to us only. But we have given him an additional discount of 5%. So what we have done, we have taken 5% of 81600 which comes to 4080. Now it means that this much amount of discount we have given to Ram. So in reality, how much now he is going to pay to us? 77,520. Now see how to pass the entry. Now as we are receiving cash, so cash will come into the business. Cash account will be debited. Who is the seller in this case? We are the seller. It means we must have given discount, correct? So discount account will be debited. Why? Because if we have given discount, that discount becomes an expense for us, loss for us, and losses and expenses are to be debited. Fine. And who is the giver? Ram is the giver. Now how to write the amount? 77520 actually we have received, debit side. Discount of 4080 we have given. Losses to be debited, and who is the giver? Ram is the giver. So Ram, the total of this side you have to write in front of Ram, but on the credit side. So it is 81600. I hope these 2 points are clear to you. Now let's practice one more question.